Hi everybody, I'm Danny. I am the Kidtropolis educator here at Children's Museum Houston. And with me once again is my daughter Corey.
Hello.
Hello. And we are here with another brain break. A snack time brain break! Snack time! Snack time! Snack time. It got low that time instead of high. That made it better, right? She loves it. All right, we are going to be making a super refreshing snack today because it's springtime. Temperatures are going back up. We're spending time outside. We might be sweating. It's nice to have a great drink to cool off with. Now, what we are going to make is Limeade. It's like lemonade, but we're going to use limes instead of lemons. Pretty simple, but it's a little bit more unique. We don't see as much limeade. The ingredients for our limeade are really simple. All we need are some limes, some water, and some sugar. Now we're just gonna make a small batch today, just enough for me and Corey. If you want to make more, you can double or even triple the amounts. But we're using 3 limes and 1/3 cup of sugar, and then we're gonna add 1 cup of water. As for the tools, you will need a cutting board and a knife. If you want, you can use a juicer for your limes to make it a little easier to get the juice out. And then we're actually going to use a potato masher and a fine mesh strainer. And I'll show you why in just a moment. All right, the first step, take one of your limes and cut it in half. And I'm going to get us going with this step here. And then we're going to slice this into thin slices, each half, just like this. All right, we're going to set 2 of these slices aside for the last step. The rest of them are going into this bowl along with our sugar. Corey, do you want to add the sugar to this bowl for me?
All of it?
Yes, ma'am.
My favorite part.
That's 1/3 of a cup of sugar, by the way, that we're adding. And then take this potato masher, and we don't want to make a mess. We don't want the sugar to go everywhere. But what we're going to do, that's okay if that's a little loose. What we're going to do is we're going to squish down at the top until we get that sugar kind of mixed in to our lime. Now, gentle, we don't want the lime juice flying everywhere. So just give it 1 solid press, lift, 1 solid press. Very nice, just like that.
Do I get to
Excellent.
lick this thing afterwards?
I'm gonna say a big solid, probably not.
No.
I was thinking maybe, but in the meantime.
You can have first lick.
Can I? Excellent. No, keep going. We actually need to mash that up until we can't see any sugar that isn't wet. We want all of the sugar to get wet from the lime juice, all right? Keep mashing that. All right, this is fairly well mashed, I would say. Now we need to add a little bit more juice to this. So we're gonna use our juicer. If you don't have one of these, you can just squeeze it by hand, totally fine. We're gonna place this cut side down into our juicer and squeeze it to get all the, sometimes the lime juice goes in places other than the bowl, that's okay. All right, so we're gonna get that down into the bowl and some on the table.
I'm scared.
And we're gonna continue with the rest of the limes. Here you go, Cor. We've got everything mixed in here. We're gonna go ahead and take our spoon and just gently stir it together until all of that sugar is dissolved. This time you can just straight up stir like you normally would. Just not too, we don't want the juice to fly everywhere.
Little limeade.
It looks like what?
Looks like we have very little limeade.
We do, but that's because we're gonna add that water to it. Because if we just drank this without the water, it would be super concentrated and you would drink it and you'd be like, but we add a little bit of water to dilute it.
I want to.
Science word. All right, does it look like all of the sugar is dissolved? We don't have to squish anymore. We've already done some pretty good squishing. Is all of our sugar dissolved? You feel anything crunchy in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, stir
But
just a little bit more.
I think it might just be on the spoon.
That's okay, let's stir just a little bit more. Cool, I think we're probably pretty good. That looks good to me. All right, now, it is time for the fine mesh strainer. Now, I only have a very small one, so we have to be a little bit careful with this, but we're gonna pour this through the strainer. That way we get all of that delicious sugary lime juice.
I call dibs on this thing because I'm gonna drop this bowl. It's gonna break.
Okay, that seems like a good idea then. That's know your limits. You hold that, I will do the pouring, and that way we don't end up with all of the limes in there. Plus, if you're not a big fan of pulp, this will keep a lot of the pulp out as well. Let's see if I can get all this to fit.
First
that's
thing I
not
knew
bad.
this thing as was a pulp catcher.
A pulp catcher. There
I
we go.
learned that at Greta's house.
Oh, very cool. Hi, shout out to cousin Greta. How you doing? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead because my hands are washed because as always, we wash our hands before we start cooking.
mine are washed
And your
too.
hands are washed as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and squish some of this down. Do you wanna gently squish with me? Don't push too hard. We don't wanna break the fine mesh strainer. We're just gonna make sure we get all that delicious juice. Very cool. All right, we can set this aside. And this is what we have. It's nice and it doesn't have all of the pulp in it. It doesn't have any of the rind in it because of course we don't want to eat that, but it's got extra flavor because we had that rind in the first step. Next, we're gonna add our cup of water. Go ahead and pour
Right now
this
it's
in.
at 100.
100 milliliters, is that what we're at on that side?
I think so.
All right, let's add our water. There we go, that dilutes it a little
Over
bit.
250 milliliters.
Nice. We can probably use this same cup, so I'll have you use that cup.
Should we stir it up a little bit?
I don't know that we need to, but you know what? It's probably not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and stir a little bit more just in case. I'll set the rest of my tools aside here. We don't need these anymore. Awesome.
I
Now,
don't want it to be like my hot chocolate when it wasn't stirred and it was just brown water.
I understand. Yes. No. Non-stirred hot chocolate equals brown water equals not delicious. Okay. So this would be a good time to add a little bit of ice to your cup before you pour your limeade, but I don't have ice right now. That's okay. We can drink some slightly cool limeade. We are indoors after all. But I'm going to pour some for Corey. And I'm gonna pour some for me. And wait, before we drink, we have to make ours extra fancy. If we take our remaining lime
I'm
piece.
so nervous. I've never had this before.
You've never had limeade before. I know, we've had lemonade before.
I don't want it to be super sour.
Well, what do you think makes it less sour?
I don't know.
What did we put in it to make it a little
Sugar.
sweeter? Yeah, so the sugar is what cuts some of that sour back. All right, Corey, your first taste of limeade. I hope you like it. So refreshing. What do you think?
Sour.
A little sour. Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. A little tentative there. That's okay. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us for today's Brain Break Snack Time brought to you by HEB. Corey, thank you for helping me cook and for trying something new with me. And we will see you all again soon. Bye.